Everybody hear me all right? My name is Micah Proper. Thank you guys for having us here. Thank you for the introduction, Mr. Denico. And congratulations to all you guys for making it this far and being so close to graduating high school. That's a great accomplishment. I guess I'll start by telling you a little bit about myself. I graduated from Bonnie Eagle about 25 years ago. I actually went to 2 trade schools right after high school, and I didn't know what I wanted to do. I had no idea, but I knew I had to do something. So I went to Southern Maine Community College for Culinary Arts. And about halfway through that program, I realized I made the wrong choice. I did not want to do that. So I actually talked to Mr. Denico. I said, what do I do? This is not working out. He said, why don't you finish your program with Southern Maine? You're already halfway through. Get your credits for that, and why don't you go up to Fairfield to this trade school up there for electrical line worker technology. So I did. I finished with Southern Maine, went to the trade school for electrical line worker technology, graduated from that, and that was all within 18 months, and I got a job with a utility company working on power lines. So at that point, I'm 19 years old. I'm making more money than anybody I knew. I bought a house at 21. I had savings, but I wanted more. I wanted to keep moving ahead. So I took a bunch of classes to get my arborist license. I took the money I saved from doing line work for 5 years. I bought an old used bucket truck and a wood chipper, and I started a tree business. So basically with myself and a couple helpers. So after doing tree work for a few years, I saved up a bunch of money. I bought a foreclosure, fixed it up, and turned it into a rental property. A few years later, I made some more money and did it again. I bought another rental property. And I kept doing that until eventually I made the full-time transition into real estate. So now, my wife and I own over 20 rental properties, and we flip houses. We flip between 3 and 7 houses a year. Right now, we've got 4 flips going. And we both got licensed to be real estate brokers, and we started a real estate company. We have several agents that work for us, and we do all types of transactions with buying and selling houses, helping people do that. So to get to this point takes a ton of effort. You've really got to hustle. But if you love what you do, it's all going to come easy. So now, being in the real estate business full time, I deal with subcontractors in all different trades on almost a daily basis. So I'm seeing firsthand how busy all these trades are, and I'm seeing what a great opportunity there is for you guys all to get in on that right now. So I think there's 3 really important things about the trade industry in general that you guys should know about. Number 1 is the money. They're all making like $25 to $65 an hour, and if they own the company, they're making like $2,000 a day for just a crew of 2 or 3 people. So there is literally a fortune to be made. So number 2 is the education. The amount of education it takes to get into these trades is a fraction of the education that's required to get into your traditional 4-year college education, and in some cases, no education at all. Roofing, siding, drywall, insulating, flooring, paving, landscaping, 0 education required. And for the trades that do require education, you know, like plumbing, electrical, HVAC, you guys could get part-time jobs right now in those companies, and they could pay for you to go to school and get licensed. So I'm not discouraging traditional college education at all. That's great too. Education is never wasted. But the trades are where you're going to make the most amount of money with the least amount of schooling. And if you own the business, then you're going to have the money and control of your free time. So the third thing that I think is important for you guys to know about is job security. Every one of these trades has got months and months of work ahead of them, and that's not going to change anytime soon. You've got a major shortage in housing. You know, you've got, especially for first-time home buyers, you've got the state that's trying to create housing for immigration, low-income housing, senior housing, affordable housing, and then on top of that, we've got people moving from all over the country here because of droughts and heat waves. We've got water in our wells, our grass and trees are green, so more and more people are seeing Maine as a really desirable place to live. So this demand for this whole blue-collar workforce is gonna stay strong for a really long time, probably even your entire working careers. So as far as the trades themselves go, there's a ton of them. So Google them, look them up on YouTube, see which ones you're interested in, and go from there. Mr. Denico has my number. I'm gonna leave some cards here. If any one of you has any questions about any specific trades and you wanna know more about them in detail, I'd be happy to talk to you about it. I love talking business. So if it wasn't for Mr. Denico telling me to go to that trade school up in Fairfield back in 1998, I might still be living in my mom's basement. So I want to give you guys some advice, and this applies to all of you guys, no matter what path you take. I think it's really important to think big and take risks. Don't ever settle for just having your bills paid and getting by. Always be thinking about what your next step is and how you can keep moving ahead. You know, if things don't work out, or if you have a whole career choice that falls apart, regroup and try something different. It doesn't matter. Keep trying until you find something that you're passionate about and that you really enjoy. Because if you love what you do, everything else is going to come easy. I think it's really important to find a spouse that supports your mission to move ahead in life and be successful. Somebody that supports you and works with you, not against you. And if that's not the case, get a new one. My wife is a huge part of our success. So, lastly, I want to talk to you guys about money, about the money, okay? So, in order for you guys to invest your money, you first have to save up your money. So it's so important to live within your means. Make your coffee at home, refill your water bottle, bring your lunch to work. All those things, just those few things will save you $7,000 or $8,000 a year. And don't spend money on things that are gonna lose money, like brand new vehicles and toys. Those are great to have, but now is not the time for you guys to be in debt for stuff like that. What you wanna do is take all the money you earn and all the money you save and invest it into things that are gonna make you money, like growing your business, like real estate, like stocks that pay dividends, like any number of other good investments. So if it wasn't for the trades and being in that line of work, I would not be where I am now. So I owe my success to the trades. So I really want to encourage you guys to give the whole trade industry some serious consideration. Thank you guys for listening to me. Thank you.